From the University of the West of Scotland, this is UWS Radio.
But on now to the second interviewee in the programme today. There's a very excellent drama group in Kilmarnock called the St Joseph Players, and Margaret McGrath is here to talk about various things about the group's short history, although it has antecedents and recent events and recent productions and future productions. Margaret, welcome to Ayrshire Artsworld.
Thank you very much.
And I understand, we were talking previously off air, that there was a St Joseph Players a long while ago, but your group's fairly new.
Yes, I believe there was a group about 30 years ago which has disbanded, and we took up the cudgels 2 years ago, and we're going from strength to strength.
Yes, you can find anything on the internet these days, of course, and I've been looking up your group and I've got paperwork here now that I've did the introduction. We've got a review of last August's performance and copies off your Facebook page. We'll get on to that. But this is a report in the Kilmarnock Standard on Friday the 3rd of September last year. And you had a show called Summer Medley.
Yes, that's right. It was a big success last summer.
And it was a mixture of actual one-act plays and music.
Yes, we had 2 one-act plays and a selection of favourite musical items as well.
What interested me was, again, we were talking before we started recording here. I'll just check. Yeah, the trusted recorder's working away, no problem. The one-act plays are written by members of your own group.
They are. One of the plays we did was a comedy written by one of the older members of the group, Eileen Flanagan. That was Mum's the Word, and that was set in a tenement building, and it was the gossip between all the people that lived in the tenement.
I see, it was written by Eileen Flanagan and directed by Maura Fairbairn and took place in Cathy's front room.
Yes, that's right, yes.
Cathy, played by Ellen Fairbairn, spends her days watching the neighbourhood from behind her net curtains and is kept up to date with all the gossip by various visitors.
Yes, that's correct. Yes, that was very funny.
The other one was more serious.
Yes, that was a family trait, and that contrasted very well with the comedy item because that was a very serious play. That was also written by one of our members, by Nicola Charlwood.
Said here written and directed by Nicola Stewart. Is that a misprint?
No, it's the same person.
Oh, I see. Nom de plume.
Yes, it is.
I wonder whether there's a misprint in here. And you won a prize at East Kilbride One Act Drama Festival with that.
Yes, we did. That was the play we took to the East Kilbride Festival of Drama, and we won the best staging for that. I
saw that. I was researching this last night, and it says here, focusing on a dark family secret. The drama is played out between Claire, that's Kate Charlwood. Kate, that's Eileen McGrath, relation?
Yes, that's my daughter.
That's your daughter. And Callum, John McGrath, relation?
That's my son.
That's your son. Clever use of lighting allowed for 2 sides of the story to be told, and where not detracting from the actual performance, the simple yet effective stage layout is a credit to the stage team.
Well, our stage manager is Stephen Wiley, and he's very, very good at all the backstage work, sorting out the lighting, the staging, everything like that. He's excellent.
That's good. And then, of course, there was all the music.
Well, the music was picked by various members of the cast, just so that it would be kind of popular music that people would like to listen to and like to join in if they wanted.
There's one, I recognise the title, but I can't place it. It sounds like something out of a musical. Who Will Buy?
Oh yes, that's from Oliver.
Oliver, that's where I've heard it, yes. Mm-hmm. Who Will Buy? And the audience was treated to 3 angelic voices, which were then joined by the rest of the cast, as all of them sang the chorus and set the mood. Who Will Buy? I can hear it in my head.
Yes, that's it. Yep.
That's the one. I shall avoid singing, I'm tone deaf, you know.
Okay, that's fine.
And then there was Cell Block Tango with American accents.
Oh, they were excellent, yes. The people that chose to do that, it was very good.
It seems to be
well
people
received.
in this country do American accents better than Americans do Scottish accents.
Oh, definitely, yes. I've never heard a good Scottish accent.
Scotty from Star Trek, when the principal evidence for the prosecution. On the very first series of this programme, we had on Irvine Valley Writers Group from Darvel, and one of the ladies did a song about, did a story about 1920s Chicago, And when she said she was going to do her American accent, her friends all went, oh, but actually she was excellent. She sat in this very same seat where you are, did an American accent beautifully, shows that you felt you're in a speakeasy.
I think it's probably easier for us to do American because we see so many American films. I don't suppose the Americans see so many all Scottish films that they can pick up the accent.
That's right. You Can't Stop the Beat. I recognise that as well.
No, well, that's from Hairspray.
Well, I haven't seen that one.
No, you probably wouldn't have seen that one. That's an excellent film too.
I Dreamed a Dream. Well, we all know that now.
Yep. Yes. Well, I think that must be the most famous song in the world now, thanks to Susan Boyle.
That's right. I read her autobiography. I suppose somebody wrote it for her, and it was a very interesting book. I didn't think a guy like me would be so interested in it, but very interesting.
Well, it's a fascinating story.
It is indeed. Phantom of the Opera.
Yes. Now there's a story behind the Phantom of the Opera there, because the two cast members who sang that, one was Ian Stevenson and the other was Moira Fairbairn. They fell in love during the pantomime that we had the December previously, and they're now married to each other.
Oh, big guys in my age, 69 in the summer, I'm not supposed to say oh, but you can't help say oh to that.
Yes, no, it was lovely. In the pantomime, Ian played the prince and Moira played Belle, and they fell in love, so the prince married his princess.
Oh.
It's a lovely story.
My nephews get twins that are 3 come June. I keep getting photographs of them. Even I've got to go, when you see wee Gracie and Jessie.
Yes.
Oh, well. We used to say, community radio, good for your love life. No, it's amateur drama, it's good for your love life.
Definitely. Amateur drama's the place to be.
That's good. And there's My Heart Will Go On. There's another tune. I recognise the name, but it isn't.
Yeah, it's from Titanic.
I didn't like that film, no.
Well, I wasn't fussed for it myself.
Time of My Life, and included with Mamma Mia.
Yes.
Great ending.
Yes, it was good.
Great ending, a great show.
It was very well received, yes.
And I'm glad to see it. It's got the words you want to hear. He takes so long doing these things. It's good to see in the very first paragraph, a full house.
Yes, it was. Yes, we were very pleased with that as well.
Excellent. Now, if we're going here, get the next bit of paper. I printed this off yesterday, and it's off your Facebook page, Joseph Players, non-profit organisation, Kilmarnock, United Kingdom. And what struck me, apart from your photograph on this first one, there's a lot of work goes on.
Yes, it's a busy group. We meet every Sunday and we thrash out ideas for performances. We normally put on 2 major performances a year, and that would be our summer show and our winter show, Christmas show. So we did a pantomime one year, we did a Christmas concert just at Christmas past there, and we've got a pantomime lined up for this Christmas coming as well.
I printed off 3 A4 pages, and apart from the furthest back one, which is the week before Christmas, they're all just for January and a bit of February we've had so far. And it struck me when we're talking already, I said, see, I must mention this one. 19th of December one, from St Joseph Players. Hearty congratulations to our new Mr and Mrs Stevenson, Moira and Ian, and all their families in their wedding yesterday. So their wedding was on the 18th of December, presumably. Two lovely players who wish, and we wish them all the best for their future together.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. And they'll be settling down to it now, you know.
Oh, yes.
But the thing that struck me, you said there's people like yourself who don't actually act, you just enjoy working backstage and doing costumes and set design and things like that.
Yes, So there's a place for everybody in the drama group, really. You don't have to be a budding Laurence Olivier or whatever. There's plenty of room for people just to come and work backstage. I
noticed here, what does it say? Like you think, you used to part in the readings today, so that was probably working through a new production.
Yes.
The plays are now cast and we look forward to starting rehearsals next week. That was on the 6th of February. The one above that is very interesting too. Set design and costume pictures have been sent out to all the players, so they can see what they're going to be acting in and what they're going to be wearing. Then presumably somebody's either got to buy the costumes, or do people actually make costumes?
Most of the costumes have been donated by people. Somebody will say, oh, I've got the very thing for that, or else one of the ladies is very good with a needle and thread. That's Ellen. So she has made costumes, and other than that we just try and borrow. We try not to spend a lot of money in costumes because you don't always get good use out of them. If you wear them for one production you might not need them again, and we've got no real place to store all that kind of stuff, so we prefer to borrow if possible.
But to just show, how many people do you say are members who don't actually take part in the acting side of things? Just roughly speaking.
About 3 or 4. The rest will take a turn. Because we're quite a small group, we really want as many people as possible on the stage. So we take it in turns. I don't go on stage at all, and Peter doesn't go on the stage, he does the lighting. And Stephen, our stage manager, prefers not to be on the stage, but he will go on if he's needed.
I think if you're a stage manager, you're better sort of steps like this side, and you can keep a careful eye on the thing as a whole.
That's right.
And lighting's a specialised thing, I would imagine.
Very much so.
Although as your productions have all been in the one hall, it does make it a bit easier. But of course the lighting requirements vary from production to production.
That's correct,
But
yes.
especially in that one we were just talking about, where there were 2 plays and there were songs as well, so there must have been a lot of lighting effects on that.
Yes, he had a book with full of pages of different instructions for all the different things that were going on.
Yep, more rehearsals.
Yes, we rehearse every Sunday, mostly in the afternoons, but to fit in with people who maybe have commitments, we'll sometimes rehearse on a Sunday night, and that way nobody needs to feel left out if they have to work a Sunday.